because during that time we get 2 times rewards on Time 1 Mausoleum, 2 times rewards on the gear dungeon, right? The date should be the 2nd of August, which is in around 2 weeks. You got a Starry-Eyed with a single friendship pull. You might have to build. You might have to buy the skin, right? You might have to buy the skin now. And for those of you that obviously have been quote unquote living under a rock, what is that skin? There you go. Man, I feel like you know like these guys on TV that try to sell you something. That's what I am currently, right? Nah, but for me personally, I really think those animations are so nice, right? They look so good, so I gladly just steal them and use them as like my starting soon screen. Yeah. But if we do a bit of an analyzing, all right? The A word called analyzing, analyzing, all right? If we do a little bit of analyzing, we have already spotted that she is, in fact, not naked. She does wear a piece of clothing. So, in fact, she does own such a thing. It might not be the most visible, but it does, in fact, exist. Yep, already saw it. My pleasure. My pleasure. Give them all your money. Obviously, be very careful with what you do, and do only buy a skin if you really, really, really want to. Yeah, the China one is censored. See, this is one of the advantages, right? We can evade censorship like there's no tomorrow. Oh yeah, the price. That is the only downside we still don't have an answer for. How much? How muchy much? What are we looking at? Bing bang boom. Exactly. That is how it goes. Bing bang boom. China's just a different level of mindset. I heard a lot of bad things coming from the Nika side of the community, that supposedly these might go very well for like 50 to 60, which is as a bit too much. I gotta be honest with you, as pretty as these skins are, 50 to 60 is a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Yeah, see, the only way I could justify anything above like 20 is if there's like resources in there too, right? If there's like the skin plus summons plus gems, you know, right? If there's like an equivalent resource value, maybe. But if it's just the skin for 60, hell no. Is it just the skins, or is there anything else in Nike? Like, is it legit just the skins for 60 bucks? There's no way they're charging a AAA title for a skin. How? Will the skins change the animation? See, that is what we'll be finding out tomorrow, because no matter how much they cost, we will at least get them to see if you know, maybe they play a whole movie when you use the ultimate, right? We have to know for science reasons. So don't you worry, we will be diving very deep into the lore of the Dalcarlo and Aeona skins to exactly figure out what they're all about. Huh? No particular reason. Yeah, exactly, for research purposes only. Research purposes only. I mean, they better change the animation. Like, at these price ranges, they better change the animation. They better change, I don't know, the voice lines. They better change attack animation. Make it like, make her shoot water or something. Oh, the Hardy skin is fire. Wanna know why it's really fire? Because it's free. Huh? That's why it's so good. Because it's free. Free stuff's always great. No. Don't start that. Don't start that. No extra stats. No, 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 no. They can cost $1,000. No extra stats. Please. Please, no extra stats. And if any extra stats, make them so fucking tiny that they don't make a difference. Like, let's say 0.5% attack. 0.05% crit chance. Like, if they have stats, make the stats fucking miserable. Don't make it percentage based. Don't make it overpowered. Don't make it pay to win. Keep it either clean or at the very, 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 very least, miniature stats. Miniature, like 1 attack, 2 attack, 3 attack. But no stats. No matter the price point, stats, we don't want any stats. Stats ruin the fucking game. They ruin it for everybody. They should know that. I hope they know that. So yeah, skin, stats on skin, big no-no. Gigantic no-no. We don't do that here. Hopefully. What are the chances we see new unit info? 100%. The chances for us to know the information about the units is 100%. Wanna know why? Because we'll be making an Asia account, or better said, I already made one. And we're going to push that Asia account to 4-4, so that we can join the guild and then we'll have the information on Lorelei, the full information, as well as also the information on Cyrene, because she'll be released in the guild shop, or in like a guild system-esque thing. Exactly, let's hope the costumes are cosmetic and nothing else. Cosmetic and nothing else, anything past that is too much. Like anything past that and we riot. That's what we do. If they put like 5%, 6%, 10%, even 3% stats on a skin, I riot. Fuck that shit. I'm making a video about it and I'm just roasting that. I don't want to see any stats on skins. Can we join your Asian guild for us Asian folks, or it won't be active? It will very well be active because did you know that 40% of my viewership is actually from Indonesia or the Philippines? So we definitely have the viewership to at least have 1, 2, potentially 3, maybe even 4 active guilds. So if you're looking for an active guild, go into the Discord, go into the clan tab or in the clan search, apply to one of the guilds. If you have applied, you can ping the guild leader. I'll also obviously put the other guild leader in there. And then, yes, we have enough SIA/Asia representation to make proper Asia guilds. Hey Miyako-chan, how are you? That is what we need to know. How are you? Because I'm doing very well. Nobody, see, everybody always asked, how is WG? Nobody asked, how is Miyako-chan? Nobody asked that. So we have to ask the right questions here. You join the Discord and apply, yes. Do that. And you know what? If the guild, even if the guilds are full, we'll just make a 3rd one. You're doing well as well? That is sweet. That is perfect. We gotta ask the important questions here. Gotta make sure everybody's happy. Everybody's doing well. Y'all are important. Everybody's important. Keep that mental state clean. Alright. You know, I really cannot wait. 27 hours and we already have the information. And total time is like less than 48 hours for us to actually get the full update. Would Otavia work in the Lemine team? Considering the fact that Lemine's range is quite big and Otavia's range is quite small, it will be fairly hard for you to efficiently apply the increased magic damage taken to multiple enemies to then hit them with the Lemine. So there isn't any particular synergy, but yes, obviously increasing the magic damage taken by enemies and then hitting them with big boy magic damage obviously works. Next time you join the stream, I'll tell y'all immediately how I am. Perfection. Perfection. That's what we need to see. What do you think about the maintenance compensation? It's 300 gems. I think that is completely fine. Anybody? All right. Let me know. 1, if you're happy with 300 gems. 2, if you wanted more gems. Who thinks 300 gems for like a, what is this? I don't know, 30-minute downtime? Maybe 40 minutes maximum? I don't even know, but who thinks 300 gems are fine? Bad? 1.5? Half? Okay. Do you know that your last video with panic on gate activity will make your Discord implode for some days? That's the game plan, right? We gotta be smart about it. But no, obviously, I mean, think about it. Don't you think it's better to have a spot for people to talk about this system rather than them going into the clan hunts without like any potential way to talk to their guildmates, right? It is so weird that they didn't also announce a clan chat, right? Just the clan chat would have solved this already. Just a clan chat edition would have solved this pretty much already, right? Like just turn these message channels into the ability to actually type stuff, right? Why is that so hard? How's that so hard? This is a maintenance with advanced notice, so expecting anything is too much. All right. Replay on arena or at least stats, right? Replay on arena, sure, but at least give us some stats. Let us know who did how well, unless we obviously look at it after the fight. Like for example this. The fuck does that even mean? Yeah, I don't know. I can't click on stuff. Maybe I was close, maybe I was not close. You really think they expect, like, see what I tried is someone tried to put the Discord link into the clan description and apparently it didn't work. So let's try that right here, right now and see how realistic it is for them to expect you to use Discord. All right, we take a Discord link, we put it in. Okay, let's get rid of these ones so we have enough space. Okay, you can at least put a Discord link in there. Huh, okay. So it's not that bad. It is not that bad. What are the chances new Bella will be as useful as normal one, so not better or weaker? Pretty high. Right? If they go out of their way to make a limited time summer dedicated unit with that amount of artistic draw to the unit, and it's also, she's already good. Wanna know why? Because she's an enchanter. Like, she doesn't even have to do anything. She's not even out, we don't even know her kit. But we do know she's an enchanter. And that already makes her good. Apparently the security for text are not that strict. Your IGN is blank. Fantastic. Hello, I'm a new player. Should I try to at least get one Lamia or should I save for the new characters? Save for the new characters because Lamia and Dalcarlo will, when the banners run out, move into the normal summon. So you can just add them to your altar instead of Mass and Gilrain right here, as well as also pull them from the friendship summons and buy them from the Echo Shop. How do we have Pavana already? Chapter 12.3. Chapter 12.3 unlocks the Crucible, and the Crucible is a arena coin gold mine. If you unlock the Crucible mode and you play any time, like you play one match, you get ranked, and when you get ranked, you get 400 guild coins an hour, which means 9,600 each day. So you are at, the moment you unlock Crucible, it takes you 2 weeks. The moment you beat 12.3, you have a 2-week timer that runs down and you get yourself Pavana. New lady shouldn't be too bad. Yes, right? Lorelei should be good. Cyrene hopefully is great. We have to see.
And I always feel like some dreadful things might be
going out. You think it would be more important to get yourself Lorelei and Old Bella? You know what you could do? You could make a secondary account on the side and just see what your account does. Keep in mind, in this game, banners last 3 weeks. Okay, the Lorelei banner lasts 3 weeks, while the Bella banner will last 2 weeks. So you'll have a lot and a lot of time, a lot and a lot of events, a lot and a lot of resources you can invest towards obtaining these characters. So it's not like it's a 2-day situation where you either get it or you don't. Exactly. Think about all the events that already happened. The 50 free pulls on the Daikalo event, the progression resources from Far Side of the Moon, all that good stuff. You would have to kind of start from the bottom again, right? Yes, we do have a lot of currency, and that is so that we can actually summon for Lorelei. So our goal, as usual, will be to get 4 copies. We want the first one, and then we're going to use the first one to test. Then we're going to do our main, we're going to have a look, yeah, is she useful, what does she do you need multiple copies? And then we just upgrade her from 1 to 3 to see, for like the most realistic investment, what can she do? Huh? So we at least have to be prepared. And you want to know the worst part? If everything goes south, like we're talking south, right? If everything just crashes down, we might not even get for Lorelei's, even with that amount of currency. Obviously, the chances are 0.000000005%, but you never know. No. The old characters will be added, so Lamia and Daikalo, yes, but the characters Lorelei and alternate Bella won't be able to. Will the limited characters be available in the shop after we unlock them? No. Which one will we carry over to Lorelei? Both. Like your pity from your premium summon. So for us personally, we are walking into the Lorelei banner with already pity triggered, right? Because it's a standard unit, not an ancestor, not a limited unit. So our next unit is either Lorelei or an ancestor. Anti-heal, not yet. But what you can do is stun, silence, or sleep. Or better said, yeah, just sleep. Right? Like Pavana to a degree can help with breaking defenses that just ult by just setting them to sleep. Because while they're sleeping, they obviously cannot ult, special, or basic attack. Won't that mean limited units will slowly get outscaled due to Spirit Siphon? It's actually the other way around. The longer the game goes on, the less and less important Spirit Siphons become. So we can once again see if I can give you like a hand-on example. For that, what I need to do is quickly get my event stages out of the way, and then I can show it to you, right? I can show it to you visually. Always easier to understand like that. And then, yeah, you'll know what I mean with Spirit Siphons becoming less rather than more important. Alright, we have our clear here. Let's get the quick clear.
It is the right time according to fate.
An inevitable outcome.
Nice. Okay, let's see. How many resources do we currently have? Yeah, Daikalo is a good example. So we need more pure blood if I want to properly show it to you. So let's just select a bunch of pure blood. We can use this pure blood here too. All right, so you want Aeona to siphon my spirit? Amen, in fact. That is very true. Okay, so let's do it one more time. Let's have a look at these stats that we're going to get if we siphon our Daikalo. Okay, this is going to be Daikalo siphon stats, and you see them, right? This is Daikalo's siphon stats. So her base stats currently are 7298, and they would go up to 7404. Let's focus mainly on the attack, right? 7298 to 7404. Now let's go into the level system. You know what you already noticed? the attack just from one level jumps from 7298 to 7350. If we go another level up, it is almost tied, 7402 versus 7404. Another level, and with 3 levels, we already gain more stats than we gain with the Spirit Siphon, right? So it's flat stats. That's the reason why siphons are going to get less important. They are still huge, they are still nice, but they are flat stats that do not increase. So the better gear you get, the higher your hero's level, the better your gear, the better your stats. Huh? So you see how in just 3 levels we've outscaled a potential extra copies. It's a sweat spot, exactly. So the reason why it's a sweat spot is because only the sweatiest free-to-plays actually get 3 copies. Yeah, total sweat spot. Good that we cleared that up. Yeah, siphons really aren't all that crazy. But they're still nice, right? I can talk all day about how siphons will become worse in the future. That doesn't mean they're a bad investment. Huh? If you look at, for example, Affinity, Affinity provides like 98 attack and a siphon provides more than the Affinity. Obviously, Affinity maximum gives quite a lot of attack, but a lot of siphons also give more. Huh? Yes, exactly. That's the real question. We know that the new Bella and the new Lorelei are limited, which means they won't go into the normal pool, but we do not know how long, right? What is the time frame between her existing and her being unavailable? Huh? Oh yeah, you obviously need this, the second and third copy. Yep, the stat boost is quite crazy, and you know what you actually also notice too? Look at the cost. Look at the total cost. You would think Affinity would go crazy, but maximum Affinity level, look at the cost. 690. 690. Now look at level 10. Already 380. Right? So Affinity is one of the best investments, right? It is one of the things that makes your DPS you know what I want to say, right? It just makes your character so much better, and it is most valuable on a DPS. Okay, it's Clive today again. Alright. We might be able to one-shot him. Please tell me if I can join your clan. You can probably join one of our clans. The whole scenario, like, we still have to see if we how we shift members and all that stuff, but for now we still have open spots for EU, for Asia. We'll probably make another clan if there's still need for more spots. Affinity is only one character, so the best plan is to pick your main DPS or your 2 main DPSs and invest every single bit of Affinity into them, and then focus on another DPS. You can worry about like the rest of your team later. You just get less of a payout on increasing the stats for these characters. When do you think we get info about the new Bella? I can tell you. It's going to be around 3 days before the Bella banner, so expect the 21st. And the actual information of the kit is probably going to be the night of the 23rd. Yeah. Hey Scott, what's up? What's up? You always go all DPS on meetings? Totally valid. Totally valid. I think I have the skills on always active. Yeah. That's too much. Alright, and for those of you obviously currently watching, don't take this as like an example of what you need to do, right? We've already made it into chapter 15. We are closing in on the next gear boss, right? If we aren't going to destroy the boss, who will? For what boss is Tihati good? You can use her right here for Clive. She's really good for Clive. So Clive is vulnerable to physical damage, while Sheila is vulnerable to magical damage. So if you want to use Hati for any of the two boss fights, you would use her on Clive rather than on Sheila. Now this is going to be fun. We're probably dead. See, once you reach a certain level, like, the boss is meant to be tackled at level 120. So when your characters are level 120, you're meant to stand a chance. But to actually dominate the boss, you do need like level 140-ish. Huh? But it's also something that's gonna come naturally with time, and there's no need to like super laser in focus on it. Now, can we walk away with another tier 8 piece? That's the big question.
That was too easy.
Apparently we can, and it is a very sweet one. So we have the second best DPS piece, so light armor, tier 8 and ring. So that is very nice. Maybe we can walk away with another one too.
That was too easy.
Not quite, but we did already make it out of... Yeah, we already made it out like a bandit. Huh? So we now have the perfect piece to already... Now I'm not quite sure if I'm going to feed it the lower level ring. Probably not, because we can just use it on another DPS instead. Let me see. I think we have a Cease here currently with some gear. Yeah, so we can just put the level 3 over onto her. And then slowly work on the tier 8 piece by just consuming what we currently have left over. So level 2. Yeah, very nice. Lamia is really good everywhere. Yep. Let me see. Hey Nyorix, what's up? Hey, you got 8 fragments today and you were stuck at 5? That is sweet. Clive is easier than the other boss? It depends. Like, you can to a degree cheese Sheila in a way that you cannot do Clive. Like, if you don't have the DPS to take out the summoned wolves, the golden ones, shit doesn't work. Huh? Hey, Atomic Power, yo, welcome back.
A fulfilling day indeed.
Okay, so Time on Mausoleum, check. Tomb of the Fallen, check. Dutchman's Revenge, haven't unlocked yet. Arena, will do. You can all watch me fail in some arena again.
Don't wander around aimlessly. You get lost.
Yeah, but not everybody's Lamia kills the wolves.
Spoils the poor.
Right? Never forget, not everybody's Lamia is our Lamia. Huh? Like, our Lamia is almost... Yeah, honestly, currently, our Lamia is probably top 100 in the world. Like, I don't think there's more than 100 better Lamias out there than ours. They could. That's actually something I recently started thinking about, and that is, what if they were to just give you a 10-man piece of content, right? Exactly. I mean, you know, there is more people that have a 13-copy Lamia. Okay, shut up. 11-copy Lamia I could understand, but 13, now you're just getting rude. Now you're just putting salt in the wound. Huh? Yeah, there probably isn't a lot of people that have a 13-copy Lamia. You're actually correct. See? I know my people. I absolutely paid full attention to this whole affinity shenanigan and perfectly picked the right answer Not totally random, but deliberately. Huh? So yeah, you can very well make everybody happy. You think your Lamia is top 100 to 1k? You gotta be careful. It depends on the Chinese giga whales. Like, there is some super scary Asian accounts out there that make us look like we haven't even started the tutorial, right? So I'm somewhat confident in my Lamia, but I'm also not that confident. There's people that already run around at like level 160, 180. There's probably someone already at level 200, but it does not affect us, right? It does not affect us. Oh, only to 10x servers? Yeah, sure. And then you're only going to compare it to people that are exactly your level, and then you're going to compare it to people that are your gender, and then you're going to compare it to people that share the same eye color, and then you're going to compare it to people that share the same last name, and all of a sudden your Lamia is the best in the world, right? So you're so broke on solely waiting to upgrade gear. Yep. Yep. Hey, as long as the observatory isn't at fault, you know, as long as it's not the fault of the observatory, you're good. Yeah, technically you can actually start buying some Soli in the event shop if you wanted to. It's not like these currencies truly matter. Like, there's no real difference between you getting 30 Divine Blood drops and 50,000, right? You'll probably be able to do a little more with 50,000, especially if you're not stuck on like a wall. So getting some extra Soli for the coins is not that bad. It's fine. Like this, we just made 90k and we didn't even have to do much. My ID? My ID is full, but it's 1195791. I mean, I can check. Maybe we actually have a space on our friends list. Ah, we actually do have quite a lot of space. But yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Okay. Blood Arena, Infinite Abyss, Tomb of the Fallen, Embrace, Story. Oh yeah! For those of you, do you think Chrome's level 5 skill would stack? I need some more information. I cannot really do a whole lot with that. Right? I'm not quite sure what exactly we're talking about right now. Hey, Muhammad Dayan, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. It is good to have you. They should add the friend limit. You mean higher friend limit? How am I? I'm doing fantastic. You're at 46k power and it's starting to get hard to clear story. I 100% get what you mean. And keep in mind, currently the highest chapter is chapter 15, right? There is nothing higher than that. So it kind of starts to make sense that we're running into walls. Huh? Oh, you think? Oh, I don't know, right? I theorized that I'm 50-50 on it, right? I'm honestly 50-50 on the fact that the silver shadow chronometer stacks, because it does say it can only be triggered once every 20 seconds. But it doesn't say if multiple chronometers can be triggered every 20 seconds. So I don't know. Remains to be seen. Someone has to be the guinea pig, you know? Someone just has to go out of their way, get it to level 5, and then see what's up. If buying the Soli could get you to buy all the Divine Blood upgrades from Observatory, then it may be worth buying more. Potentially, yeah. Is your PvE team right now what you used on 12.3? My PvE team right now is this right here. But no, it is, my PvE team is actually Acapella, Dalcarlo, Lamia, Stereite, Iona, and Bella. That's my PvE team. But I guess we are running, Pavana for fun. Huh? She seems to work quite well. Favorite team? I like every team in which I'm able to use Ressa, you know? If I can use Ressa, me happy. So, my favorite team at the moment is Lamia Dalcarlo Cycle. Or in general, just like Lamia Cycle. Because I can just slot in a Ressa and have an excuse for playing with her, you know? Besides that, also the solo Van Helsing team was kind of fun. You already spent 500 and didn't get a Transcendent. I understand you. And we are probably in the same boat. I actually went around 900 to 1,000 summons before we got another Transcendent. So sometimes it happens. And it also does pass. Because we were able to get ourselves a double Noah. After the like longer dry streak. So best of luck to you. And may you escape that fate as fast as possible. Did you see that? She just sent those birds to sleep. Very, very funny unit. Huh? Good stuff. But I gotta be honest with you here. We're just mostly using Pavana, not necessarily because she's super good. But because it just works. But this is also not a tempting or like a hard stage. This is just 15-3-3. These like bam bam 3, bam bam 2, you know what, right? These stages generally tend to be easier. Facebook. The only way for you to transfer your account from iPhone to PC would be using Facebook, but it is possible. So even if you despise Facebook, just make yourself a dummy Facebook email and connect that and then use that to move the account over. Random reroll and got T. Amy, Ayagaris and Lamine within 70. Life isn't fair. Pretty much. That sums that up quite well, huh? Possible Android to iOS? Yeah, Facebook. Right? Like the connection between Android and iOS should be Facebook. Why Pavana testing out? She works well. I don't know. Like, considering the fact that the stage isn't all that difficult, she's just really good at making sure we take less damage, right? We have the sleep to just shut them down, and even if they awake from the sleep, they most likely get hit by a reduced damage dealt thingy. But yeah, she just works. Like I would have to play it on Facebook. Oh no, you can use a Facebook account to connect in your account settings, and then just use the Facebook on the PC client to just get your account over there. You don't have to play it through Facebook. You just have to connect it with the Facebook account. Hey, Z Harony, thank you so much for the shout out from Brazil. You know what? I'm curious. When is like that Brazilian carnival? I never really paid attention to it, but you did remind me of it. When do they usually celebrate like this like super colorful carnival thing? When is that? I don't want to Google it, and if I already got you here, you might as well answer me that one question. Cross-platform is off in this game. Every time I open a game in different PC client, it creates new guest account. After login again, you have to watch some cutscenes. No, you can just log in through the selection screen. In the final... Oh, in the last days of February? Okay. So, if you want to multi-device, let me show you one trick, okay? Let me show you a little trick. You close the game, you open the game, and then you wait. Huh? And then be careful. Do not hit start, right? Do not click anywhere here. Just click on click either on this top button, where you can then switch account, or click on the settings wheel and click on user center. You do not have to go through any tutorials, right? You don't have to go through any tutorials. No need to watch cutscenes, no need to play the game, no need to do anything. Huh? You can just make your life easier. Yeah, it does create... Yeah, you cannot have the same account on 2 devices at the same time, right? If you then want to swap back to the other device, you just have to log in again. But yeah, you'll be fine. Why are they so far apart? Maybe we should bring them back together. It creates a new one, yeah, but you don't have to play the new one. Right? You can just log back in with your old account. Like, nobody tells you just because it creates a new account that you actually have to play that one. But if you want to, this is one way how you can reroll, right? If you wanted to reroll, how do you do that? You just create a new account, right? So, yeah. Does Darcia's DOT and others duration refresh besides the stack with each application, or do stacks each have individual durations? I do believe stacks have individual durations, because otherwise you would consistently see like 10 stacks on every single enemy that a Tihati faces. But it's nothing I like particularly tested, so it might still be wrong, but I do think they probably have like some form of internal duration. I mean, it does say it on the debuffs themselves, right? Like specifically, what is it? Van Helsing's burn? Thank you, might notice. If you do Guild Boss 1 and leave a guild and then join a new one, do you still get the rewards? I don't think so. You only really want to leave a guild after you collected your rewards. But if you do get kicked, I think they send it to you through mail. If you leave on your own, you don't get them. But if they kick you after you've done the fights, then you probably keep them through mail. Huh? But the fact that if created when you log in, you see cutscene again, trust... There is a way around. You just don't click on start. Like, Mukahid, I can tell to you a million times. Like, I've been swapping between PC and phone consistently, multiple times. As long as you don't click on start, you're not going to get into the tutorial. Right? There's always the button where you can just swap your account. Nobody forces you to play the tutorial. Just don't click on start. Huh? 13.6 seems impossible. Yes. It also stopped us personally for 3 or 4 days even. Today you finally reached chapter 11, became level 50 with BP, 30k, 1 chapter to go to unlock everything. Finally. Yeah, look at the BP. 84,000 is quite a lot, huh?
The hour of execution has come.
This is quite it.
The hour of execution has come.
Moonlight revelation.
Wait, okay, wait. Let's think about this logically from your perspective. Okay. Oh, yeah, but that's not that bad, right? Like, if you play if you play Tomb of the Fallen and then you swap over to a different account on a different device and then you play Tomb of the Fallen again, yes, you get the entering cutscene. And if you have play cutscenes once daily on and you swap device, yes, you'll see Dahlia's ass twice instead of once. Yes, you are right, but I don't think that is anything major. I don't think that is something you really have to like complain about. But hey, if it does bother you, yeah, there really probably isn't a fix for that. So you are right in what you did say, right? You do have a point. Huh? You can turn off the animations. Yeah, but I'm not quite sure if it saves the settings. Yeah, but I do guess if you have it on all animations closed, it shouldn't play even after you swap the device. Hey! Yep, we did hit 4K. And Elizabeth, thank you so much. It is a pleasure to have you as usual. It is kind of annoying when you're trying to better gear, but you could also just do your daily runs on just one device, hypothetically, right? Did I finish all the story? Not yet. We need 4 more stages, and let me give it to you straight, okay? I don't believe this is happening anytime soon. Huh? Let me be honest with you here. I don't think this is happening within a week. Maybe not a week and a half. It could be possible if the devs just dump a whole bunch of resources on us. But 95,000, we are still pretty far away. Yeah, there's no try character in the stage we just played. Imagine the next 2 chapters. Yeah. 30 days? No, I don't think it's gonna take us 30 days actually. 15.4 for the new mausoleum. Oh, you're right. Do we need to beat 15.4 for new mausoleum? Hey, Bombo Cat. Thank you. You're right. 15.4 for the new mausoleum. Now I kind of want to beat 15.4. But it's still a very big deficit. Right? It's not like we have any magical resources. What are all the free things we're getting? Okay. Let's try to list them all off. Free SSR character earnable through the clan menu. Free SR character earnable through logins. She might actually be good. We don't know how good Jinxed Selena is going to be. Yeah, I saw it, Miyako. Let me, I'll accept it any second now. Okay. You get 10 premium summons, 10 normal summons from the next event shop. It might even be 20 because the next event shop seems a bit bigger than the ones we've seen before, according to the descriptions. No guarantees. Free Hearty skin. And then obviously all the other free rewards from like certain other events like login events, login tracks, free battle pass stages and stuff like that. Huh? Better than SSR Selena? No, she's not that bad. Yo, JJ. Thank you for stopping by. Is it okay to reroll on the day the new banner comes out? Sure. Why not? If you want to reroll because you feel like you want a Lorelei, then yeah, why not? Like the event that releases with Lorelei will probably be able to be beaten on a day 1 account, right? It should have a power level of around the Lamia event. All you want is moon tiers? There will probably be some moon tier rewards too. Don't you worry.
The longest journey.
She's bad as she/LA have to stun. Yeah, that doesn't disqualify her from PvE content though. Not everything is a boss fight. And at least her damage multipliers were kinda solid. Because during the Prophecy event, we actually used her as a DPS. Yes, she wasn't a hard carry, but she was, for example, more threatening and did more damage than a Triss. Right? Like, Triss did less single target boss damage than Selena. Normal. PH here. Yo. What's the best bundle to buy on the shop? The super cheap ones. Right? The super cheap ones are a good idea. So, hey, in 50 summons you can pick Tihati. Sweet. If you want some bundle advice, I can give it to you once we swap over to the free to play, because we still have all the bundles active there, and I can give you a couple recommendations if you need. Is the client you're using from Google Play? No, there's an official PC client. So we have like enhanced graphics, higher FPS, and stuff like that. So we're using the PC client. And if you're wondering how you can get that because you don't find the website, in the Google Doc, right? In the Google Doc you find the link for the official PC client if you're looking for that. I just crossed level 100 on my main and stuck on chapter 12. Should you use your XP and gold bytes to level up your characters? Yes. The moment you're stuck, you use your blood essence and you use your experience. The moment you're stuck, you can use those. Just don't use your divine blood, right? Just don't use your divine blood because divine blood is only meant to be used once you hit a wall, right? Once you hit the 100 wall, 120 wall, 140 wall, 160 wall. So yeah, for those of you curious, this is how the settings look on the PC client. So we have fancy stuff like ultra graphic settings, 90 FPS, but that's pretty much about it. And if you are playing on the PC client and wondering how you can actually get full screen, it is Alt plus Enter, right? It doesn't have a dedicated full screen mode for whatever reason, but you can just hit Alt plus Enter to escape the windowed aesthetic if you don't like it. Stuck 13.4? Yeah, chapter 13, it's going to stop you like a day or two, maybe 3 per like bigger stage. Yeah, it does really start to slow down. Some mobile phones can go to 60, I believe, depending on like, I think like the higher iPhones, maybe like the newest Samsungs. But also there's no difference, right? We already, you know what? We all at one point we also played at like super low graphic settings. There really isn't a difference. It's just gameplay, right? Just looks better, feels smoother, but there is no like DPS difference or the like. 6K deficit, oof. Very tough deficit. Okay, Tomb of the Fallen. Let's do some Blood Arena.
Violence and conflict intertwine. Great riches abound. Care to give it a...
Funny that chapter 14 is more of a roadblock than 15 in terms of power jump. Yeah, weird, right? Hey, we're friends. Let's go. I still remember you stuck at 13.6 and now I feel your pain. Yes. 13.6. I mean, be realistic. You're facing death. You are in a one-on-one battle with death. How are you meant to pass that easily, right? That wouldn't even fit. It's death. You know, you have to speak it like this, like death. So yeah, he's gonna kill you quite a few times.
Great riches abound.
Pancake. Let's see if we can beat Pancake.
This is quite interesting.
That's not a customer.
Yep, everybody's stuck on death. Stuck on 14.1. 14.1 shouldn't be as shouldn't because the jump between like 13.8 and 14.1 shouldn't be that big. Shouldn't, but might very well still be. Huh?
That's not a customer.
But yeah, I think Pavana's hella fun. And just looking at Pavana actually doing something makes me hopeful that the Lorelei Pavana combo is actually worth your gems. Right? Because Van Helsing has a weakness, and that is Van Helsing can just be countered by Augustine. But Lorelei, she's not an assassin. So, you know,
Care to give it a try?
Oh, we just fought a bunch of people that were below us in rank. Oh, no wonder that we didn't get so much score. Oh, we should have fought Mr. Krillox. Missed opportunity. Yep, 13-6 is nasty business. But, you know, do you remember when you were stuck on 10-8? Because it was a DPS check? That is what 13-6 is. 13-6 is just an accumulation of total resources and then you'll just beat it.
Not my forte.
Didn't try chapter 11 yet, but I finished chapter 10 with 2k BP deficit. I think I can reach 12-3 in one go. Yeah? You really think you're just gonna storm through chapter 1 completely? I might be a bit too ambitious. Yeah, if you could determine where the ults go, Pavana would be even stronger. You just started chapter 13? Yeah, have fun. Chapter 13 is fantastic. It is pinnacle of chapter-based evolution. Ooh, I need some names. I need some names. Who we're getting? Oh, wait. No, we don't. Nope, I refuse. Because we could get a Daikalo instead, if we just wait. Haha, I refuse. So yeah, let's not do that. Let's do the smart thing for once. Though, you know what?
Much at all.
What are the chances that we actually get a Lamia? Yeah. We are adding one desirable unit and one we don't want to see. So it will be fine, right? There's no way we pull a Lamia from a perfect chart. That would never happen. That would never happen. Nah, I think it's the other way around. We're kinda into Lamia. Huh? 1 out of 28? I think it's 1 out of 31 when they get... No, 1 out of 30. It should be 30 because there's 35 SSRs, 6 Ancestors, 1... So, okay. 30... Let's do that slowly again so I don't lose my mind track thingy. There is... what is D20 and D5? That's the days. So our main account is 20 days old and our alt account or free-to-play account is 5 days old. So I thought I would be fancy for once, and instead of saying days, I just use D and then the number. But it does kind of sound like a specific type of dice or the like. So maybe it wasn't the smartest of ideas. Maybe I could have picked something better. Coming out the gate with limiteds in bathing suits, respect. Yeah. Summer limiteds all the way. Huh? And also non-limiteds in bathing suits. Or like summer attire. What a skin. They really went to the limit and then beyond. They really did go to the limit and beyond. Yep, I know, very suspicious ID. And for those of you wondering what's going on, this is the free to play. Huh? It's a free to play account.
Were the previous items not
Day 5 Rooney. We've got stuff to do. But not that much. Because we've been pushing quite hard. And we're already in chapter 12. So I don't expect us to just exactly go to infinity and beyond. There should be a certain cap on our fun. Huh? Fun time, we got a lot of summer skins, but the MC didn't get one. Yeah, where's the Noah skin? Right? Transcendent Noah skin. Normal Noah skin. Betrayal. Enhance. Yeah. We have to analyze the potential usefulness of the skin. You really think we have to like specifically Zoom in. No way, I would never. Will I beat 12A today? Hell no. That's not the free skin. The free skin is this one. The free skin is this one. It's not that bad either, right? Like, looking at this, Hearty does have the whole bakery, so I don't think we're missing out on much. People need to get out more, this is ridiculous. No way, what do you mean? Now we're getting weird, people. Massive assist. Thanks to Gravity for the show. Yeah, no, I hope they don't. I really hope we don't see equipment stats. The free Daikalo skin? Yeah, no, you have to pay for that one. It's like a battle pass type situation. So Daikalo skin, unfortunately, not a free burger. Nothing to be consumed for free. Bundle shop later. We'll also check out the bundle shop. Oh yeah, we'll be able to check out the pricing too. We'll be able to pretty much preview the summer update 16 hours early tomorrow, right? Tomorrow in 26 hours time, we'll be able to check out the summer update early because I made an Asia account. So we'll have a lot of fun looking at bundle prices, character abilities, the SSR character from... I'm really interested in Cyrene, right? The free SSR character from the guild system. Really interested in what she can actually do. You don't see a difference between Daikalo and the Daikalo with the skin? Yeah, it's not the most obvious. It does look kind of in line with her usual design. So far playing Tihati, what do you think? Is she just overrated? No. She's just a little bit trickier to use. But that's the case with every melee unit. Like, if you want to be successful playing with a melee unit, you have to get a bit more creative, because they just tend to die easier, because they can't just hide behind a tank. So for Tihati to successfully work, you just have to get a little creative. 100 per outfit? No fucking way. Like, this would be this might just, you might as well call it game ending to a degree. Like, if they charge 100 fucking bucks and add stats on top of the skin, yeah, GG. Might as well just give up on the game and go back to the drawing board and create another one, because that train is long past. 10 to 15, probably not that cheap. It heavily depends on them including in-game items in the bundle, or it just being the skin. If it's just the skin, price is going to be cheaper. If there's summoning resources and such in the skin, in the bundle already, then it's obviously going to be more expensive. If they pull out a $100 outfit, you're going back to Candy Crush. You know what? I'm going back to Candy Crush with you. I never played Candy Crush in my life, but if the outfits are $100, I'll just join you in Candy Crush. How about it? Huh? How about it? If they are $100, we'll just all go to Candy Crush together. That's the plan, isn't it? We'll all just move to Candy Crush together. There's no way, man.
With the chariot in hand, victory is inevitable.
But yeah, if they want the $100 for the skin, I better get a figurine sent to my address alongside of it, right? If they want me to pay $100 for a skin in-game, they better want my shipping address and send me a replica as a figurine. And we're not talking cheap China stuff, we're talking like decent quality, right? If they were to charge $100, they might as well send a real figurine alongside of it. Otherwise, it better be life-sized. It better be alive.
The gap between knowledge
There you go. See, we're jumping from figurine to doll. Now it better be alive. It better be breathing at this point. If they want $100 for it, it better be breathing. It better be capable of communication. Yeah, they sent me the Sea outfit figurine. Hey, Meet 53 Bahat, what's up? Welcome to the gang. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh, you know what's great? The choice of like follower notification over on Twitch actually fits the theme of the game. Now that's fancy stuff. Now we're getting a bit too degenerate, we beautiful people. I just got to hard 3.6 and oh man, the jump to 65k. Rip indeed. Rip indeed. But at some point you'll beat it and then there will be an even bigger BP jump waiting. Isn't that great? There's always, see, sometimes they say there's always a bigger fish. But in this game, there's always a bigger BP jump. There always is a bigger BP jump. You just have to find it. You just have to find it.
Welcome back.
You already, yep, 3-5 at negative 10k. It wasn't the easiest, huh? You lost all the top spots in the rankings. Aww. Hey, Obiko, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. As I said, it really fits the aesthetic, doesn't it?
Finally, my turn.
Very sweet. So, what is the hard 15.8? 450,000.
In death's embrace.
Why not make it 1 million? Right? Like, at this point, we might as well assume that, like, if chapter 4 is 76k, if chapter 4 is 76k, hard 15 might as well be 1 million. Right? Hard 15 might as well be 5 figures. Did they say that they were going to improve the hard mode rewards? No, I don't believe there were any mentions of potential better hard mode reward things. I mean, it's not like we get nothing. We get a couple summons as an achievement. We get quite a bit of pure blood for beating these stages. But yeah, it is significantly less. But keep in mind, it does also level up the idol system. So it is not to be underestimated. 5k team is 100 to 120k at most? Hell no. You know, if you check out the gallery, that characters have 20k BP on level 200 without any gear, without any like real crazy investments. You can probably go higher. And also, you want to know the funny thing? Want to know the funny thing? There isn't even a level limit, right? For all of you curious, what happens after level 200? It is quite obvious. It's level 201. Hey, Miyako. Double friendship bonus. Did you notice you can't put Tinoa in the meetings? Yes, because he's the one holding the meetings. Would be kind of immersion breaking if you were to put him at the table and then he talks with himself and asks himself what his opinion about a certain subject is, right? That would be kind of weird. For real 201, yeah, it goes probably as high as, I don't know, level 1000, maybe higher. Though, as far as I can tell, there is no like siphon requirement to further increase your level, right? So these levels aren't tied to like any siphon requirements. And also, they're so far away, people, we might as well just not think about them. We're still like a month, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from actually getting towards level 200. It's not something we have to worry our pretty little heads about too much. Also, the gear when fully upgraded and locked to a character should be a good amount of BP. Exactly. So for those of you wondering what is the next step of gear, you can bind gear pieces permanently to a character. The way that works is by maximum leveling up a maximum rarity faction piece. So a tier 9 piece with matching faction at level 5 can be permanently bound to a character to give a massive stat increase. Now the big question obviously is, which character is even worthy of that, right? And to a degree I feel like at least for now this character doesn't even exist yet. There is no character who you could definitively sacrifice a tier 9 fully matching faction set piece to. As great as Lamia, Del Carlo and Ancestors are at the moment, oh shit, we're actually losing. It's not great. Nah, it's not good. That is pretty sad. Maybe I didn't upgrade my people?
May I have a tea?
No. Maybe we just pick bad upgrades. So there's normal gear and gear with faction bonuses? Yes. Yes, there is.
It's finally my turn. Now then, unleash the devil. It's finally my turn. Desire beckons. Now then, unleash the devil.
So the way faction-based equipment works is it has the armor type, and it then also has the faction. And if the faction matches the character, then it gets 30% stronger, the piece, right? And Miyako-chan, for you, favorite character at the moment, and will probably be so for quite a while. Good old Ressa. Good old Ressa. Like, how can you not like a character that is called Star Destroyer? That's like not liking a little orange cat whose name is Galaxy Destroyer, right? You cannot not like such a thing, right? It's impossible. So, yeah. Ressa has them crazy eyes. Yo, I'm not talking about potentially like dating her or anything. I'm just talking about the concept of her kid, right? Sabinum content creator Painblade said the I have no idea what Painblade said about who to pick from your 450 coffin. This is what I am like assuming you meant in your message. But yeah, I unfortunately don't speak the language. So whoever you're communicating with, it's apparently not me. Because I don't speak whatever that is. I don't even know what language that is, unfortunately. Hey, okay, I think we will be fine. We have the upgraded Lamine equipment, cannot get any better. With Bombo Cat? Do I even see his message? Ah. Yeah, I mean, sure. I wish I was, I knew that you were speaking that both. Huh? Yeah? Piera, just your perfect girl? That's sweet. You know what? Just for fun, I'm going to try to see what 2xi is talking about. Something about Seth. Right? It's something about Seth and then 11-0. I have no idea. But it's something about Seth. Hopefully. A 0 ult cost a cappella with increased buffs. That is what we need. That is how you win the war. Seth 30 Heart is a must on 450? Yeah, pretty much. Chests from ban events don't scale? Yes, the golden chests don't scale. They always have the same ratios. And if you're wondering if there is any item in there more valuable than another, no. They are exactly worth the same. It's the same ratio between the pureblood and the divine ascent. So you can just pick whatever you need at the moment if you want to. But it is obviously slightly better if you pick divine blood, because divine blood is the harder to get resource. Alright, this time it's going to work. This time we will be able to upgrade T. Amy's artifact. Okay, I'm lying. We're already in wave 50. We're probably not going to be upgrading her artifact. Yeah, we're probably not doing that. First and T. Amy better than Bella or no? Once you get to 14-4 and you get the Fruit of Immortality item, then they're probably more equal. But in general, you just use whoever you like most. There isn't a significant difference between T. Amy and Bella. Usually, if you want like a straight answer, Bella is better at physical damage blocking, while T. Amy is better at magical damage blocking. Overall, both are pretty fantastic tanks. Hey, our clan's level 4. Sweet. Oh, we're full.
A fulfilling.
You think the ratio of blood is much better from the event chest? We did the math. Right? Like, look at this. 16 divine blood, 88,000. If we go into our items... Yeah, it's equal, right? Or pretty much equal. Like, for example, 2,000 times 60 is then like 120,000. This by half, so you don't go by 60, you go by 30. So this is around 60,000, this is around 16. Which means you're looking at slightly more divine blood, but divine blood is also easier to get, right? Yes, this is our free-to-play, and yes, we have 3 ancestors, and no, I haven't even really used T. Amy yet. She just kinda came out of nowhere and surprised us. Huh? Oh wow, that's a lot of chests. What am I going to do with them? Probably get divine blood. Time to do some upgrading. Just raise everybody as high as possible. We might run out of coinage. We might very well run out of coinsies before we run out of pure blood. But it's worth a shot. Let's see how far we can get.
Do you wish to glimpse?
Yeah, we can probably bring everybody to like 110.
My shield. It has become even
I made a mental miscalculation. We can bring 3 of them to 110. I mean, if you already have every ancestor besides one of them, you might as well just fill them all out, right? Like, accumulate the Pokédex and just get them all, rather than getting a copy of one. Whoops. Imagine going into the same event, doing the same thing, and then doing it twice because you didn't pay attention. Couldn't be me. I would never. I would never do such a thing. Pure blasphemy.
Don't wander around.
Yes, Alt plus Enter if you want to go into full screen.
These are all my spoils of war. Impressive, right?
Why are we missing kingdom fragments? Did I make a mistake? Okay, this is all bought out. Oh shit. Now we should be fine, right? Do we get 400 currency in a day? Yeah, we do, right? So we just have to be careful that tomorrow we make sure we buy the kingdom and bloodborne fragments. And what is otherworldly? It's probably going to be collabs. So Castlevania, Berserk, and the like. Though, expect that around at the earliest, like Halloween or Christmas maybe. You get 750? 750? Okay, yeah. I just have to be careful that I actually get those. No, not the new heroes. Should be collaboration characters. Hey, thank you, Lizard Wizard. Enjoy your sleep, man. Have some restful sleep.
Now then, unleash the devil. As you wish. Moonlight revelation.
I like their versatiles. No, considering the fact that it's a faction and not an armor type, it shouldn't be a different, like, qualification. It would at most be a different type of faction, the same way it's no, I don't think they're gonna be unnamables. Like they shouldn't be like lord type characters.
Where violence and conflict intertwine, great riches abound. Care to give it a try?
Ooh, we can try this guy.
It's finally mine.
Our BP is equal-ish. But we might get wiped because he has a Van Helsing and we don't. Yeah, we'll probably get cooked. I should have paid more attention. Also, I should have shielded Hati instead of T Amy. As soon as that Van Helsing ults were done. Yeah, GG. Or is it GG? I mean, T Amy is not dying. Yeah, but we are also not damaging, so we're probably gonna lose on time. Right, we're going to lose on time, right? Or are we? Yeah, we're gonna lose on time. It is close, but not close enough. The color skin free? No. Nope. Yeah, T Amy, she was tanking like a beast.
It's finally
Can't preset the first 3 ults in another arena mode? Yeah, because... Yeah, you cannot. Yeah, you can. But yeah, I think Amy is tanky enough that we should actually put the shield on T-Hati instead. Probably gives us better results. Because otherwise we're just losing her too quickly. Yeah, but the roller coaster kind of went like this. New, oh, new, oh, new. We were mostly pessimistic about it, and it would have been a different instance if we had actually won, but we did lose. Right? We did lose, in fact. So, all right, let's try our change. Someone was just saying to me, it is help. What? Who told you the Daikalo skin would be free? No, no, no. It's a pass. It's the Bandits pass. Unless randomly the Bandits pass ends up being free, but that wouldn't make sense if there's double tracks there. Why would there be 2 tracks if both are free, right? That shit don't make no sense. There is so many options. Like, you know what? The only thing this game needs to make is money. If the game makes enough money, then the collaboration potential is infinite. The more money this game makes, the more successful IPs they can pull in. Because why would you be giving your IP away to a potential collaboration that doesn't yield any money? Huh? The whole purpose of IPs is to make money. So that's kind of why I would expect our first collaboration to happen like around Christmas or maybe Halloween. Big, like Halloween. You know what? It does have a PC client. If you're looking for the PC client, it's a pinned comment. Okay, I think I'm the very first one in this space to say this, but it is so obvious. Moin und so, die Frage kam sicher schon, aber bist du Deutsch? Nee, ich hab keine Ahnung, was du da gefragt hast. Ich bin kein Deutscher. Alright, so, my theory is, it's super obvious, and once I say it, y'all probably won't be able to get it out of your head. But what kind of game are we playing? We're playing a vampire game. Which holiday / celebratory festivities would be the most appropriate to do either a big marketing push or introduce something like a collaboration? Exactly. Halloween. Right? Which better... Exactly. Which better time frame for a potential vampire / fantasy / dark fantasy themed collaboration than Halloween? So, if we get an otherworldly character, it should be around Halloween. Everything else is just guesstimations. I might have to start saving up for Halloween from now. I mean, that's... Oh, it's... You know what's crazy? Time flies, doesn't it? It's been 20 days. It's been 20 days already, people, that we spent together talking about this game, playing this game. And it's only 3.5 months until Halloween. It might not sound like a lot. Oh wait, is it? Yeah, it is 3.5, right? 31st of October. 3.5 months? It isn't even all that far. Like at this point, it's basically Christmas already. Am I right? So, time will fly and Halloween will come fools. What the fuck? Come on. Focus, brain. Halloween will come faster than any of us can actually expect. That was some word mumbo jumbo. Yo, Space Broiler. Thank you for the follow over on Gutes Altes Twitch. Okay, how good are we? We're decent. We're decent. We're fine. Tomb of the Fallen. Let's play Tomb of the Fallen. Because we're not making it to 12-8 today. Fun fact, Australia is celebrating Christmas in July right now. What are they doing? Australians always have everything backwards. What are they doing? They always do something in wrong orders. Alright, so for those of you that are still on the Kako Demon, let me show you my Kako Demon team and how we are able to get full fragments, because it's at least relatable, okay? Somewhat relatable, I would say. Oh yeah, skill materials. Let's actually open these. Ooh, could we upgrade that Carlo further? No, I don't want to upgrade that Carlo further. Ooh, but it's so hard to get these. Let's just go with the golden ones. You cannot really go wrong with a bunch of golden ones. Let's go with the purple ones here though. Okay. So Mr. Armored Spirito. Let's see if we can one-time him. Musan with the Moonwalk ult. You know that ult would never end. It would start and it would last the whole battle, but it would never get finished. That is what I remember from good old Musan. If I hear Musan Moonwalk, I think about infinity. And the fact that that thing probably will never get finished. There we go. Also, we do currently look like a vampire, don't we? Maybe we should fix that. Or at least try to do so. There we go. We don't look like we've never seen the sun anymore. Which might or might not be the truth, right? Like on the internet, what do you know? Huh? Excuse me, Jay? Wait, where? How? Am I blind? Did I miss a question? Are we gonna get any free puts on the banners like we did on the Dalka banner? Unlikely, but depending on the trends of the devs, I would say you can expect the next free pulls on day 100, right? If the devs keep up with their like scheme, if day 10 is 10 free pull, if day 10 is a free pull celebration, then day 100 better be a free pull celebration. PvP guide video ready? No. But we still have a couple of days to make those. So tomorrow will either be Time 1 Mausoleum or PvP. If you want to, you can let me know. For those of you currently listening in that have the ability to type it out, you can pick. What do you want to see most tomorrow? Arena/Crucible or Time 1 Mausoleum? What do you think is more important, right? What is more important to you? And if you don't care, you can also just say, yeah, I don't care. I'm fine in both. Huh? Poll? You're right. You're right. Might as well make it a poll. Might as well. Might as well. So, next vid topic. What do you want to see? PvP, Arena/Crucible, or do you want to see full time worn guide? Bada bing, bada boom. Let me know. Let me know what y'all want, and then we can go based on that. Also, I'll check my list. I have like a whiteboard right there. Oh, you know, I can actually show it to you, right? It's like a whiteboard. Yeah, you know what? I actually need to focus up here real quick, but I'll actually show it to you. The top secret, oh shit, let's quit. So, let me show you my whiteboard. Whoopsie.
Silver and blood.
So, let's see. I don't know if you can read this, and also my what is it? My writing skills are kind of terrible. But sure, let's actually move the camera towards the air. Then let's actually, okay, ceiling leak. Are you ready to get the ceiling leaked? So you're now about to see my ceiling. Yeah, I know, scary, right? Oh, it's the ceiling. No way. So this is our current whiteboard. And this is what we have planned, right? So if any of you have anything to add to it, you can tell me. But we still have, for example, Dal Carlo, the siphon idea. We have BP. So we have for BP every single way you can gain BP. We have an arena guide. We have a like shorts idea. Not quite sure about that one. We have a best of each class setting. We have an ancestor guide. So you will get a dedicated ancestor guide each day. I just don't know when I want to start that. And this message down here, down there, you see this one? This is for my mom. She came in and was like, let me write something on your whiteboard. And then she wrote intro/outro. So I should actually get an intro/outro for our channel. And she made a heart around it. All right, so this is all you're going to get, right? Currently, I'm not small, okay? It is just the camera is pointing towards the ceiling. I am not tiny, okay? I am not tiny. It isn't me, okay? Let's actually get this back in order. There you go, right? Yeah, but I'm not good at shorts, you know? I can make like a half decent video thing, but I'm not very good at picking like viral songs, you know? I would have to like figure out which are good songs to pair with the shorts. I'm like, shorts are something fangirls or like fanboys that are like creative and musically gifted can make, right? I have no idea about shorts. I'm not good at shorts. Surely, bro, shut up. I'm not a small guy. I'm not that, okay, not that small. It's not like I'm not dude. Okay, you might, like, look at this. Do you know what this is? Do you know what I'm touching currently? It's the fucking ceiling. Now, this is maybe not a good argument that I'm able to touch the ceiling, because you might as well just assume that that I'm living in like a tiny flat, but we're not that tall. Wait, fuck, no! We're not that small. No! No! I leaked the information. No! Now they all know. Short King. Ah, shit. Yeah. Y'all just trying to see my ID. Y'all just trying to see my ID so that I can prove to you how tall I am, huh? Y'all just want to know my personal information. Next thing you know, you want my social security number. Man, am I 5'5"? Yes, I made them think I'm 5'5". I didn't mute myself. Oh, fuck. Now, but at this point, my nose is longer than 5'5". Four, 5? Ooh, that'd be great. Yeah, I'll probably never... See, we somehow managed to evade the tier wrist accusations, and now all of a sudden we're a Hobbit streamer. Yeah, I mean, Bilbo Baggins, I call him Big Bro, you know? I call him Big Bro because I have to look up to him. But not because he's such a great person, but because I legit don't have other choice, right? I am teeny tiny. Yeah? Confirmed. Normally, now this is rude. My hair is not that short. I'm not like 5'5" and I have normal hair on it. No. Now this is taking it too far. This is taking it too far. You can insult my height all you want, but yep, my hair is actually short. It just looks long on me. True and real. Tier list of Hobbit streamers. Social perception ruined. Everything ruined. Credit ruined. You know what the worst part is? If I were to tell you my height, most of you would probably still say something along the lines of, sure bro. Because it's such a generic one, right? My height is the most generic one that it just sounds fake. Like, if I were to tell you my height, you would all be like, yeah, sure, obviously, why not? 5'9", 5'0", 6'3". You know, I wish. Oh fuck, we ran out of time. Oh, that's bait. That is bait. We beat him. 7-11. Yes, I am 7-11. At this point, I have to stand like this because here's the ceiling, right? Yeah, I really didn't think we would lose this one. You're pretty close. You're pretty close. I'm like... If in like centimeters, it's 186. And in inches, it's or like in foot, it's 6 foot, right? It is pretty much bang on 6 foot. So it's about as like copium height as you would get, right? If I were to tell you, oh, I'm 6 foot, everybody's like, yeah, everybody's 6 foot, right? It's such a standard type height that it doesn't even, you know, it's not like I can sell it to you in any way that is believable, huh? Any tips for 13.6? More DPS. It's a DPS check. 6 foot when tippy-toeing, yeah, exactly. See, I'm already fighting a losing battle. Yeah, is it? I don't know. I always take, like, in my mind, measurement-wise, you take, like, 3 centimeters is like an inch. It's like an inch and 10 inches a foot. So it's like 180 would be 6, but it's like a little bit more. It's like 3.1 or something. I'm not that good. You're also 186 is German size. Yep, exactly. I'm not Hobbit sized, I'm just German sized. There you go. There you have your answer. Didn't buy the height DLC. You know, if I had to pick, sure, I would like to be like fucking 7 feet tall. 7 feet tall would be awesome. You can do a lot of things being 7 foot. But I'm unfortunately not 7 foot. Hair care routine is nothing. Hopes and prayers. Or better said, genetic lottery, you might say. Yeah, I don't do shit. It just works. So yeah, if at any point anything goes wrong with my hair, it's not like I have the knowledge to fix it. I'm just riding the wave until it inevitably crashes. The moment my hair starts falling out, I go full bald. Yep, That's the plan. It's all in. It's all or nothing. Oh, come on. Really now? Really now? We didn't kill that guy? Man, Thibaut ain't doing a whole bunch, huh? Thibaut really ain't doing a whole lot. Hey, Oxzero, good morning to you too. So, we are 25 hours away from the Lorelei character reveal, the Siren character reveal, as well as also the skin bundle pricing. Or better said, in more understandable words, the update hits the Asian servers in 25 hours. 26 hours. Yep, our day's been going quite well. The start to the stream was a little rough, but we are back on top as usual, so everything's going quite fine. Oh, this was close. We almost ran into hypertension. You know, maybe I should be moving around more with Starry-Eyed. This was really effective. But I also don't think it helps us that much for like the next phase anyway. $1:57 AM here. Sia side of things, because they have reset at 3. Wait, is the update tomorrow at reset? No. But Asia is 17 hours ahead of us, which is why we'll be getting the information for Lorelei, for Siren, and all that in 25 hours even, because 7 hours after our reset, Asia is already resetting. Yeah. Dude, why is Thibaut so slow sometimes? Why is Thibaut so slow sometimes? Didn't I say something about like, let me show you a strategy and I'm out here trolling? Like, am I even trying, you might ask? Apparently not, because I could be doing way better than this. We should already be finished like 3 times over. Hey, play for about a week and just got 30k power. Any suggestion on what to do to get stronger? Have you bought out the event shops yet? That's always the easiest question to ask, right? Did you buy out the event shops already? And if not, you should get to doing so, because that is the most approachable power boost. And outside of that, mostly it's going to come with the next event, right? The next event is going to again introduce a new shop, a new boost of resources from the challenge stages, and then outside that it's just like daily accumulation and affinity, right? Make sure you upgrade one main DPS character with all the affinity possible, because that just yields not to debuff chicks once. You should do so. Make sure you buy that out before the event disappears, because you have 30k BP power, 30k BP power. You should be able to beat DH111. So beat DH111, buy out the shop, and get yourself the power boost from the faction items and all the other resources. And if you're wondering why am I giving that advice, because we've already done that, right? We've already done that too. We are on a 5-day old account right here, and we've also just hit around the 30k BP mark. You did 11 today? Nice. Perfect. We're too slow. I'm selling. I'm selling. Yo, Space Broiler. Danke, danke.
Quite interesting.
Yeah, this boss kicks you so hard. It also kicks us because I'm not playing to the best of my ability. Unfortunately. I got Bella, Lamia, Lemine, Stereo, Acapella as main team. Should I change something? Yes. Probably get rid of Lamia, Lemine. And that is because Lemine's ultimate is pretty expensive. And she is AoE focused. So if you can put in Thibault, he might be able to do more for you. But you can also be fine with using a Lemine. Just make sure you always hit 4 targets when you ult with her, alright? You always want to try to hit 4 targets when you ult with her, because otherwise you're not going to get the cost reduction on next ultimate. Oh, you know what? We should actually use the positioning to our advantage, because if we move all our units further away, we should be able to gather all the melee units in like one place. And if we can gather them in one place, that should allow us to kill them like at the same time. We might miss hypertension again by just a bit. But maybe the damage of our Daikalu is going to be enough to break through. We just don't have a full moon, unfortunately. Okay, we're fine. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we definitely did better yesterday rather than right here. We definitely played it more optimally yesterday. Though done is done and won is won. My biggest issue currently with this is there is no real point for us to winning this, because we basically already got all the pieces that can be get, right? This one's obviously quite nice, right? Right faction, matching piece. Pretty good. I guess the Daikalo piece is kind of sweet. But it's... Let me see, wasn't it tier 6 with matching faction? No, it's tier 5 with matching faction. Yeah, it's not that great. Yeah, we're kind of capped. Like our gear, because of the double, because of the double drop event, our gear's already so good that we don't really have any more chase pieces from the current gear dungeon. So for us to actually get something useful, we in fact have to make our way all the way to 12.8. Like if you, for example, check out our tank, or for example, yeah, like look at our tank, right? Full tier 6, 1 tier 7, full tier 6, right? Even with a couple like funny matching pieces. The only thing we can do is, I guess, level the pieces up. But that's kind of about it. And we also don't really have a need for multiple gear sets. So not even there do we get like a true upgrade. So gear at least we're doing pretty decently on. So let's raise the maximum level of all our characters by upgrading SETI. Can't do so. Do we have any resources in the bag somewhere? Maybe? What's this? Ah, divine blood. Stop taunting me, gallery. I've seen you, alright? Stop taunting me with exclamation marks. Yeah, I highly doubt we're gonna be beating 12-8 today. Like, if you check it out, 12-8 is a little jump. Yeah, the third tomb is hard, but you should only expect getting like pretty far once you get your heroes to like level 100 and... yeah, like 140-ish is when you can start thinking about going past 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9. Like for us personally, it took us getting through level 140 before we saw the tier 9 score. And our tier 9 score also isn't something that is like so easily replicatable. But Fragment 5 is already pretty good for the third boss. It is definitely way better than what we are currently doing on the free-to-play, obviously. Because we haven't even unlocked the boss yet. You know what's kind of crazy? Every character has like a special that says after X amount of basic attacks do whatever. But we don't even know the attack speed. You're on an 8-day-old account? Sweet. That is pretty good progression. Like I don't think... maybe we will be able to beat 12-8 within like the next 2 to 3 days. But that will heavily have to depend on the summer event and what we can get item-wise. Okay, so... what did I just say? Didn't I just say something somewhat useful?
A fulfilling day indeed.
I talked about something and I just forgot. Not great. Yeah, but keep in mind, 120 is going to stop us for quite a while. Because of the fact that there's again going to be another divine blood wall, right? Yeah, it's all about the events. The events really are progression boosters. Massive progression boosters. Oh yeah. Attack speed. I talked about attack speed. So after this stage, let's actually take a look at a character. And you're going to notice something interesting, that like there is no mention of how fast does a character actually attack. Right? We have all these talks about the basic attack triggering after X amount of basics. About characters gaining like 50% increased attack speed. Yeah, but how often do they even attack? Right? Nobody knows. Nobody. Now we kind of look like we're made out of cheese. Ah, this is better. Alright. So, here, if we go to a character and we take a look at the stats. What's the attack speed? Right? How often, like, is there a difference between the timing when a Daikalo does a basic attack versus when, let's say, a Seth does a basic attack? Does every character have the same basic attack interval? Right? Yeah, 0%, but that doesn't help you. That just doesn't, that still doesn't tell you what the base value is, right? Like, for example, think about it like this. Dalcalo might attack once every second, and Seth might very well be attacking once every 2 seconds, and you would never know. You know, it's actually nice to have a new event after just 20 days of release. It is very pleasure. Yeah, it is a great pleasure to have that. And also, just the addition of skins and such, it brings so much excitement once more, right? And you know what the best part about this is? It looks like this is going to be our release schedule. We're going to go into an event, and the first week, like the event starts off with a character for a week, then a second character for week 2, and then week 3 is going to be no new character, but then week 4 is again going to have a character. And then week 5 is going to have one, week 6 is going to be a break, week 7, week 8, so it goes like character, 1 week, character, break, character, break, like this feels good. And it's not like in the break period nothing is happening, right? Can I go to characters again? Sure. So, yeah. How often do these guys attack? I wish I knew. Nobody knows. Do you think it's going to be under the basic attack skill? Maybe it's in battle. Maybe this is like an in battle statistic. You know that supports attack faster than a DPS? The cheated mechanics on Pavana are something else? Yes, they are out of this world, right?
It's finally my turn.
But how do we test it best? Because preferably we would have a stage where we can just put in one unit on its own and that unit doesn't instantly die. Your Seth attacks faster than Lamia. Okay, that would be a good thing, right? Because Seth attacking faster means her special tends to trigger more often. Now it would be interesting to know who attacks faster between a Seth and an Edina, right? The skins are in... It's neither 24 nor is it 48. The skins and the update arrives in 42. No? Do trial attack against the weakest boss in Tomb of the Fallen and have them attack it solo. And we even have a timer in the top right. Yep, we'll do that. We'll do that. First we gotta beat the stage here though.
We still have a long journey ahead.
Two days to go? Yes, the 17th, right? Reset of the 17th and we are already past the 15th. So after tomorrow, right? The day after tomorrow. Okay, Lost Courtyard, Tomb of the Fallen, Insatiate Spirit. Trial Exorcism.
It's finally my...
Okay. But preferably we don't want a character that does an ability every X amount of basic attacks, because that might be like in animation capped and stuff. So let's take Acapella, who just basic attacks. And as the opponent for Acapella, this might also be like an attack. Hearty? Let's do Heart. No, but she's not leveled. Or we take two characters that obviously do the same thing and we just look at who triggers their ability more often, right? Like Hearty says activates once every 2 basic attacks, and Transcendent Amy says activates once every 2 basic attacks. So, which of those is going to use it more often? So Hati already does a move, and then it's T Amy. Yeah, Hati is slightly faster. Right? It shouldn't be like the distance between her to the boss. It should just be a natural thing, right? And you see how the gap gets wider and wider? So Hati does attack fast. Yeah, but the problem with Girain is he's gonna screw the numbers in the beginning, because he starts off with the 150% attack speed increase thing. So these characters should be in line timing wise, but you see how there's like a bigger and bigger time difference between see how they almost triggered it simultaneously? So Hati definitely triggers hers faster than Amy. Maybe it's a class. Yeah, we can check out class. Let's see, Augustine. When a battle begins, and we can just count the attacks, right?
The end of the world is merely the dawn of another.
1. But look at Augustine. He does a double slash. His like attack animation looks longer. So attack animation obviously also plays a role. Or do you think it's just me? Yeah, he has a high attack speed during ult, but Girain should be faster. So if we're looking for the fastest character to attack, it should be a Girain upon placing him.
Shall escape. Playtime is over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, yeah. Girain is pretty fast, huh? 2 ranged units. Yeah, we'll do 2 ranged units. But yeah, look at Girain's attack speed, right? When you trigger his ultimate.
Be buried in shadows.
And then he again gets the buff. And he's like really, really fast, and then he gets slower and slower because the buff starts to run out. It also says it right here, huh? How he starts with 150% attack speed, and it decreases by 15 every second, and he currently only has 15%. So let's say 2 ranged units. Daikalo versus... No, let's do Starry-Eyed. Yeah, Starry-Eyed versus Acapella.
Moonlight revelation.
Okay, we kind of have to shift Starry-Eyed a bit further because of the range. Or we just pick Aeona. No, wait, we cannot run Aeona and Aeona. Oh, but we can do Daikalo versus Seti. Because Daikalo triggers every 4 and Seti triggers every 4, and they have the same range. 1, 2. You see how Seti's attack flies faster? Which means she gets out more attacks. So it's not only the attack speed, but it is also the animation of the attack that is different. You know, that poses a slight problem. Wanna know what that is? We cannot judge a character anymore just based on the skills. Because just because the skills don't read as well, what if the character attacks abnormally fast? Or abnormally slow, for that matter. Right? Now this is going to be fun. This is a interesting time. Yeah, like what if the animation just takes forever?
With the chariot in hand.
Oh, we opened the gates into a lot of problems, huh? But I guess it's also interesting, and this might very well give us an idea why certain characters perform better even though their kids tend to read worse, for example. Like, why maybe a Triss can lose against a Selena. Maybe Selena just attacks faster. Yeah, Lamia is slow, but Lamia also has the bounce. Right? Lamia also has the bounce on her basic. So Lamia's bounce just naturally probably has to bounce first. And then can then be repeated. Huh? It's okay. Yeah, but only if she hits 4 targets. Like, technically speaking, hey, Cheesy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. We just have to get it done. So y'all just have to, you could say, sit through it. And that is, any other secret CC enjoyers? You mean CCR? Because CCR, a lot of people are enjoying Mrs. CCR. In more ways than one. Hey, let me see. Does the game actually open? Now, this wouldn't be too great if it wouldn't open if I didn't have a VPN on. That would be unfortunate. Why were people using Piera at top teams? Because of her range. Her range was advantageous to the placement. Like, you were able to heal Piera because of her range, not because she was doing big damage, but because her range allowed her to be healed by the healer. You know? Oh, this is sad. There's no audio. Aww. Okay, there is audio. Good enough. So, for those of you wondering, you can see it at the bottom there slightly. What exactly are we doing? Are we dumb enough to make another account? Yes, but for a very specific purpose. And that purpose is to sneak into the JP land, right? To sneak into JP land and get advanced information. And for that, we need to get into the clans. Because if we don't get into the clans, we cannot see what Cyrene does, right? If we can't get into the clans, we don't know what Cyrene does. So we have to go to 4-4 and buy our own clan. Huh? Yeah. Oh yeah, you want to know what's interesting about this account? This is just a normal rerolled account I did earlier this morning. It actually has 2 Ressas. It pulled Ressa on the first temple and Ressa on the second temple. It also started off with a triple SSR temple, but that's not important. The important part is that Ressa, we already have on a higher awakening than my main. Yeah, let that sink in. Yep, holy Ressa. I hope we get such a cutscene for the summer event. I thought this was so mesmerizing. And I was a bit disappointed that Daikalo didn't have this. You got Ven A3, Acapella A3, and Lamia's A3. Sweet. Sweet. That's a lot of A3s. Yeah, you know what? Playing on an emulator really isn't all that fun. It's definitely more fun to play on a you know what, right? Oh shit. We actually have to pay attention. Oh no. So the reason why we're doing 1-1 is so we can get the resources to at least make it to 4-4. Right? Emulator. Emulator is no fun. Emulator is big sad. Big sad.
愉快なゲームを始めようか。
任せろ。月の加護よ。
And look at who we have to use. The Canestigator. Damn, like I knew our account was kinda whack, but this bad? I didn't think it was this bad. Yeah, the Jester is really nice. But we do have our Ressa for the crits, you know? See, this is why Ressa is a top tier champion. Boom. Big fist. Ressa solo carry. Boom. You think there'll be SSR in Pusa? 100%. 1000%. Some might even say 1,000,000%. How does Ressa work? Okay, so the battle starts off and Ressa naturally gains 50% crit rate. Kind of like a Van Helsing. So battle start, 20% crit rate, and then when a basic attack crits, you gain a stack of Spirit Illusion, which gives you 5% more crit rate. So Ressa, unupgraded without any talents invested into, can go to 70% crit rate, and she has a double hitting basic attack, which allows her to like trigger this more easily. And then her ultimate is a guaranteed crit if you have 10 stacks. And it's a single target / cone focused ultimate. And every time an allied vessel uses their ultimate, it becomes cheaper. And every time, every 10 seconds into the battle, so up to a minute, her ultimate becomes cheaper. And if someone gets eliminated, it becomes even cheaper. And that is the reason why you can see Ressa ulting for 0 cost. Yeah, you know what? I think Piera is actually bugged at the moment. Like, she doesn't even summon her third summon. And I don't think that is, like, intentional. Yeah, you do have to be strategic to use her, but look at this cost. 2 cost ultimate? Hell yeah. Aww. Fuck. But yeah, one of the reasons why Kayn is so ass is he's so awkward to aim too. Like straight line, such a like tight straight line. It's just not the best. Yeah, Mass is not a meme. Like Mass is decent. Mass can be used for like burst damage as a burst assassin, but Kayn. Yeah, Kayn can't. He just can't. He can't be good. Mass though, she has some redeeming qualities, you know? Wait, what? This is stupid. Like, you can't tell me that you didn't think I just won that stage. Right? You cannot tell me you didn't think we just won that stage. Like, this is pure discrimination. Or something. Do we need a tank? We have a tank. What we really need is some damage. Or maybe a healer. But we've also only done like 40 summons. Kane, no damage? Yes. Kane, no damage. Sounds about right. Yeah, this is the problem. We are capped on divine blood. It's not even like it's a big cap. We just don't have any. Ah, there we go. Problem solved. Shit. Shit. Fuck. I don't want Kane to be the level 60 guy. Yeah, Kane looks good in the gallery, that's for sure. He just doesn't feel good to play with, exactly. Yeah, hey, fan service should go in both directions, right? That is totally valid. Might as well be equal service, huh? $11,700 and $11,800, you don't know how to beat it with 30k? It took us like 31.5, maybe even 32k before we were able to break through 11.7. Like 11.7 is on like a similar difficulty to 11.8. So there is no particular tip besides just increase your BP a bit more. And you know what? I can actually do this on my own, right? Do you remember about how much BP you had when you beat death? We can check. If you want to, that's the last thing we can do. We can check and see how much BP we had. So, all right, let's see how much BP did we have for that. So Del Carlos summons and testing. Let's see, day 9. Where were we on day 9? Try to push through. This is the 12-8 boss, right? Yeah, so we definitely beat 12-8. Ah, here's death. So we're kind of close. Is this it? Do we actually find it just like that? No, Lamia died. Oh yeah, here. It's somewhere here. Okay. Now, which BP did we start the stage? $48,678. Yeah, around an 8 kbp diff, 6 kbp diff. Apparently. So yeah, it's a DPS check at the end of the day. It's a DPS check. All right, people. Thank you all so much once again for tuning in. We see each other not only for more videos tomorrow, but set your alarms, set your clocks. 24 hours from now, we will have first-hand information about Lorelei, Serene, the skin prices, and everything else on top of that. So, set that alarm clock. 24 hours from now, we will go live a little bit earlier, like 30 minutes before. So around, yeah, pretty much around 24 hours from now, we will be live for the full reveal on Lorelei's kit and everything else on top of that. And then you don't have to be there, right? Because I will also turn it into a video. So you don't have to be there, but we will do the reveal live, huh? So yeah, thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And we see each other, as you know the deal, in the next one. Peace. Why so cute? I don't know.